Hello, I'm Bert Morgan, your host. Many of you know me from the program Virginia's Living History, but today I would like to welcome you to a new program we call Helping Virginia's Citizens. I would like to introduce you to a company in our own community called Service Source. Founded in 1971, a nonprofit organization dedicated to putting citizens with disabilities to work. Service Source is Virginia's largest community rehabilitation program. With the efforts of Service Source, hundreds of individuals with disabilities are becoming productive workers in the community. And it's my pleasure now to introduce you to the president of Service Source, Janet Samuelson.
Service Source is a nonprofit employment and training program that's headquartered in Fairfax County, Virginia. We've been around for 30 years this year. We're celebrating our 30th birthday. Although up until a couple of years ago, we were known as Fairfax Opportunities Unlimited, so we're establishing a new identity in the community over the last couple of years. Our mission is to create opportunities for people with disabilities through employment and training programs, and we do that in a variety of ways. We like to work with local businesses to both train and place people in their labor force directly, as well as we work with business and government customers who like to outsource services, and then we affirmatively hire people with disabilities to do the work. And we provide a lot of wraparound rehabilitation services to help folks make that kind of a match. We were started 30 years ago to meet a need that was identified then and is still a need, and that is to have better employment options for people with disabilities. People with disabilities still have the highest unemployment rate of any minority group in the country, and so we think it's an important mission to pursue, to find options for folks. The kinds of work that we do in our service side of our business include the operation of mailrooms, copy centers, shipping and moving services. We operate military mess halls for the government, and then provide a whole host of individual training and employment services for people.
Service Source is active in the community throughout the year. This past summer, the folks at Service Source held their annual Information and Planning Forum. It was held at the Northern Virginia Community College Cultural Center on the Annandale campus.
We are very pleased to be hosting our annual Program Participant and Family Information and Planning Forum. It's become a tradition for us in the last 5 or 6 years to invite all of the people that we serve during the year to come with a family member and spend some time so that we can make sure we're providing information that may be important not only about the wide scope of the programs that we offer, but also about many of the other community resources that may be available to them. And we know that besides our core employment and training programs, that people are always interested in knowing about housing and residential information. They're interested in information about public programs that are important to them. They're interested in knowing about other community organizations that have resources or may be interested in working with them to provide good services. And so we have banking folks here, and we have Civitan Community Group here, as well as a variety of more disability-specific services. And then the other thing that we like to do during this annual session is to invite folks to tell us a little bit about the programs that are meeting their needs, as well as the things they would like for us to be thinking about in terms of our own program design and strategic planning process. We always want to be very sure that we are designing and refining and improving the quality of our programs in a way that's responsive to what people's needs are now and what their changing needs may be as their circumstances change, or as they age, or as their career interests change. So we like to be sure that we're keeping current with what folks are thinking.
Hello, I'm Faith Chudzik. I'm Vice President of Families and Friends of Service Source. And I have some very interesting people at my table who will be able to tell you about our organization.
I'm Jim Nash. We have a son that works at the Fairfax Opportunities Unlimited, and his name is Robert. And Robert's been there now for 22 years, which has been a blessing, because prior to that he didn't have anything to do except stay at home. So he's been there and he loves it. And we are so happy with friends and friends and family, or family and friends. So we think it's the greatest organization in the country of this type.
Precision Images, ServiceSource's document imaging division, has secured a subcontract agreement with the Cerebral Palsy Research Foundation of Wichita, Kansas, to convert over 280 U.S. Census Bureau digital images to microfilm format.
We should employ about 14 consumers total on this project. We've got 2 of them will be working in Baltimore, the ACS lab doing developing, and the rest of the people will actually be shooting the film here. Ready to archive writers, and it's quite exciting. It's going to be really a high-tech job. We're going to find some good employment opportunities for people. I think this is the type of project that we can take folks and get them really trained, and then go on into the world to something else when this project ends.
Helping Virginia's Citizens will be right back after this important message.
Rita Hayworth was one of the world's most elegant and glamorous movie stars, but she was also my sweet and very loving mother, who was ravaged by Alzheimer's disease when little could be done about it. Today there's treatment and support to manage Alzheimer's, so if someone you love forgets things more and more, I urge you to see a doctor. Unlike my mother's time, today there's hope for Alzheimer's disease.
There's a stork here. It's my turn. Get out of here.
We're here today at the Dulles Expo Center in Chantilly, Virginia, and with me are the folks from ServiceSource. In addition to the many labor solution programs offered to our community by ServiceSource, I'm very excited about the new program that the folks at ServiceSource have started. It's called Keep It Green. If you are looking for an environmentally friendly way to dispose of your obsolete computers, then this program is for you.
Hi, I'm David Misra. I'm a communications manager for ServiceSource, and one of the new and exciting programs we're doing is Keep It Green. This is a community service program that we started back in March, and we're working with local municipalities and local counties such as Fairfax County, Virginia, to make sure that the computers that have been dumped in landfills come to us for processing. We have 15 individuals with disabilities that work out of our employment center in Alexandria, Virginia, that take the computers that we collect and disassemble them, and they're either sent to a company called Computer Donation Management in Baltimore to be redistributed to local school districts and nonprofits and charities, and the remaining parts that cannot be reused we send to scrap manufacturers so that they can derive metals from the computer. So nothing is landfilled. Every component of the computer is reused in some fashion. And since the start of the program in March, our staff has processed over 42 tons of computers, printers, monitors, and other accessories coming from donations in the Northern Virginia area. And we hope to expand this program into Maryland and the district and to all of the states that we serve, including North Carolina and Kentucky in the near future. Keep It Green is especially relevant to Northern Virginia because of the landfill issue. Northern Virginia is one of the leading areas in the country when it comes to disposal of computers in landfills, and regional counties are having a hard time because of the sheer quantity of computers that are being deposited. So this is actually a community service program that we take the computers that would ordinarily go into landfills and we process it, thereby ensuring cleaner environment for all.
And what we're doing here is we will collect obsolete computer systems, and we will first try to see if there's any remarket value, if a system can be refurbished. And if that's the case, we will go ahead and we will resell that system. However, for the systems that are very obsolete and have no resale value, we will take those back to our employment center, where people with disabilities will actually take those computer systems apart, pulling out the component pieces like the circuit boards, the memory boards, power supply boxes, ribbon cables, and by taking those apart, they'll separate them out into various bins that they can then go up to our partner, Computer Donation Management, where they will be taken out for scrap. And by doing that, we're able to scrap those pieces, pull out all the ferrous and non-ferrous metals so that nothing goes into an area landfill. Like I said, this is real good work for our folks with disabilities. They have a real aptitude for this work. They really enjoy doing this work, and we're just trying to keep enough work here for everyone. That's why we're out at these weekend events at the Market Pro computer shows, trying to collect as many obsolete computers as we can for the people with disabilities to work on this back at our employment center.
You can take these down to Service Source any day of the week, and they will take them from you there. So you'll have the opportunity to do it, basically all the time now. The good parts of the computer, they actually put back together in a package where they resell. Then they pull out, what they do cherry picking, is they pull out the chips and the hard drives and all the goodies and they resell them. When it gets down to scrap, that's when Service Source comes in. And they use the handicapped labor to disassemble all of the computers into the metal components, the plastic components, and the glass components, and then they get recycled. It's a group called Computer Donation Management out of Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mark Hall, and I'm a Senior Vice President at Service Source. Service Source is a not-for-profit agency that employs and serves individuals with disabilities. We've been around now for over 30 years, and we're very excited today to introduce a new program here in Fairfax County called Keep It Green. Keep It Green is a wonderful program that not only removes and has people bring their old personal computers for recycling, but it's also a great program in that it employs individuals with significant disabilities to take them apart and to process them. So far in the last 6 months, Keep It Green has processed over 80 million tons of Fairfax County computers.
I'm Victoria Ray with WASH FM, and I'm here at CompUSA in Fairfax with Pamela Grattan with the Fairfax Department of Works and Environmental Services. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Very good. It's a beautiful day in September, and we're here because they're collecting computers actually for a recycling program. And Pamela, what exactly is this about today?
Well, the reason that Fairfax County is collecting these computers today is really a pollution program for pollution prevention program for all of the residents of Fairfax County. There are some hazardous components in a computer that we would like to keep out of our waste-to-energy facility that's down in Lorton, Virginia. And the way that we're doing that is by recycling these computers in conjunction with ServiceSource and Computer Donation Management. And our hosts today are CompUSA and the Peterson Group, the property manager for the CompUSA property. So we're really grateful to have all of their cooperation today. And what happens with the computers is ServiceSource is an organization that finds jobs for persons with disabilities. And this kind of recycling activity is very suitable to the labor pool that ServiceSource manages. And what happens is they take all of these computers and put together the best parts of the computers to make refurbished computers for resale. Once they get all of those computers that they can put together and resell, then they do, Victoria, what we call cherry picking. And cherry picking is where they pick all of the goodies out of the computer, the good drives, the good chips, and all of the other things that can be resold as individual components. Once those materials are selected out of the computers, that's where ServiceSource's labor pool comes in, and those people actually disassemble the computers. We call that demanufacturing, and the plastic and the glass and all of the metal components are source separated, and then they are recycled in those individual components, and that way we keep all of this material out of our waste to energy facility. I think that we're probably going to collect at least 50 tons of material today, and it's going to be a wonderful success.
Now, when are you going to be doing this again? Because this program, obviously, if you aren't here today and you're thinking about, going ahead and donating your computer, it'd be a good thing to do.
There are a couple of opportunities. ServiceSource will actually take the computers Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 at their location in Alexandria, Virginia. And for more information on that program, you can go to www.keepitgreen.org, and all of the details of their locations and their times of business are on that website. And we're also going to be doing this event again in conjunction with America Recycles Day. We're going to be doing it in conjunction with the town of Herndon.
All right, terrific. I'm Victoria Ray with WashUp, and thanks so much for talking with me, Pamela.
Helping Virginia's Citizens will be right back after this important message. Looking for an environmentally friendly way to clean the house for the holidays? Fairfax County and the town of Herndon will be collecting obsolete computers, bicycles, eyeglasses, and cell phones at our America Recycles Day collection event on Saturday, November 16th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at Herndon High School. A small donation is requested for computers and bicycles. For more information, call the Fairfax County Recycling Program at 703-802-3322.
The U.S. EPA estimates that in the next several years, computers will become obsolete at a very rapid rate. And the purpose of this entire program is to keep computers and the components out of landfills and out of waste energy facilities as a pollution prevention technique. The reason being is that a computer monitor holds about 7 to 8 pounds of lead. The reason that there is lead in the computer monitor is to protect you from radiation when you are actually using your computer. The majority of the lead is held in the cathode ray tube, or the CRT, that is in the monitor, and it's used as a fluxing agent to hold the faceplate of the monitor onto the back of the cathode ray tube, and we want to keep that lead out of the landfills. So this partnership between ServiceSource and Computer Donation has been formed to do just exactly that. I'd like to also mention that the Fairfax County Economic Development Authority was instrumental in introducing ServiceSource and Computer Donation Management, where they put this partnership together to help the county manage the volume of material that we know is here in Fairfax County. This is being done at no cost to the county other than staff time and the advertisements that the county is paid for in order to promote this activity to get all of the people who are involved today. And we're really grateful for everybody who showed up today. All right. Good PCR.
This is Bert Morgan.
This is a really good work opportunity for persons with disabilities. ServiceSource is employing about 10 people full-time to actually disassemble these components after all of the material that has value is taken out of them. The plastic is separated, the glass is separated, and all of the metal components are separated, and then they are sent to recyclers who can actually use this material in their manufacturing process. There's also precious metal in a computer, so there is some gold and some silver and some other components that are also recycled out of these computers. So we wanted to thank everybody in Fairfax County for their cooperation and their commitment to the county. This is a significant pollution prevention program that the county gets to implement. These computers typically would end up at our waste-to-energy facility in Lorton, where they would be combusted to generate energy that we sell. This helps to keep these materials out of our waste-to-energy facility so that we don't have an issue with lead dispersion from our own facility. This is a significant pollution prevention program for the county, and we're really grateful for all of the participation that we've gotten today. And we're also very grateful to Channel 10 for coming here this morning to capture this event for all the residents of Fairfax County. And from Fairfax County government, we thank you very much.